They weren't just pirates. They were a family led by the strongest man in the world, the Whitebeard Pirates. They were a legendary family forged by loyalty, honor, and strength. Led by Edward Newgate, known as Whitebeard, the world's strongest man, they ruled the seas as one of the four emperors. Each commander was a fearsome fighter, and together they commanded over 1,600 members across multiple divisions. But what made them truly unique wasn't power, it was their bond. Whitebeard saw every crewmate as his son, and in return, they followed him to the ends of the earth. Their legacy still echoes through the New World. Across the Grand Line, there are names whispered with respect and fear. The son of Figureland Garland, one of the five elders, and brother of Figureland Shamrock, Shanks is one of the four emperors. He can stop wars before they begin. He was saved by Dragon, the revolutionary. He once sailed aboard the ship of the Pirate King during his era, and later he saved Luffy, almost as if it were his way of thanking Dragon. Ben Beckman, calm and deadly, a strategist feared even by the Navy. Yuta, daughter of Shanks and world-famous diva, father of Usopp Yasopp, the sharpshooter whose bullets never missed their mark. Lucky Roo, cheerful in appearance but merciless in battle. And the rest of his crew, loyal, fierce, bound by an unbreakable code. If you enjoy these epic One Piece AI trailers, don't forget to subscribe. Your support helps me improve the videos and bring this world to life. Unlike others, they do not seek chaos. They maintain balance. When Shanks steps on the battlefield, even the strongest men hesitate. For they know, he fights only when it truly matters. As the new era arises, the world trembles before his shadow. The Beast Pirates, led by the Emperor known as Kaido of the Beasts. They ruled with fear and overwhelming might. His crew was built not on loyalty, but on dominance. At the top stood the Calamities, his three right hands. King the Wildfire, a Lunarian feared for his black wings and flames that could never be extinguished. Queen the Plague, a twisted genius of technology and bioweapons, cruel yet cunning. And Jack the Drought, unstoppable in battle, leaving nothing but ruin in his path. Born in the shadow of Kaido, yet dreaming of freedom, Yamato chose not the path of a beast, but the will of a hero. Wielding the strength of the Oni and the spirit of Odin, Yamato stands as a warrior bound by destiny. If you enjoy these epic One Piece AI trailers, don't forget to subscribe. Your support helps me improve the videos. Beneath them are the Toby Rappo, 6 gifted fighters whose strength rivaled commanders of Yonkos, each willing to betray or kill for power. Kaido was not just a captain. He was a monster in human form, a creature who sought chaos and war above all else. His dream was simple, yet terrifying, to create the greatest army of devil fruit users the world had ever seen. Kaido's army stretched beyond them. Hundreds of Smile users, artificial zones, formed a battalion of monsters. An entire kingdom of beasts, soldiers who lived only to obey their captain's will. On Onigashima, their fortress in the sky, the Beast Pirates reigned supreme. Allies like Big Mom herself could be welcome, but Kaido's ambition was his own. To plunge the world into a new age of war, destruction, and freedom only for the strong. But despite their overwhelming numbers and fearsome power, the Beast Pirates were not invincible. Charlotte Linlin, known to the world as Big Mom, the monstrous matriarch of the seas. Her dream was to create a world where every race could live together under her rule. But behind that dream was hunger. Endless, insatiable hunger. For food, for power, for souls. The Big Mom Pirates were more than a crew. They were family. Dozens of children, each one bearing her blood and her ambition. From the cunning strategist Perispero to the trio Katakuri, the perfect son whose foresight and strength made him nearly invincible. Smoothie, calm and deadly, wringing the life from her enemies with elegance. Cracker, master of deception and destruction, turning biscuit soldiers into an army of illusions. Her empire, Tato Land, was unlike any other, a kingdom of sweets and nightmares, where even the mountains sang and the rivers whispered her name. At the center stood Whole Cake Island, her fortress and the heart of her pirate nation. If you enjoy these epic One Piece AI trailers, don't forget to subscribe. Your support helps me improve the videos and bring this world to life. But behind her family smiles hid constant terror. For Big Mom's wrath was legendary. One wrong word, one small mistake, and even her children trembled. Her soul fruit made her a goddess and a demon. With a single touch, she could steal the very life of those who feared her. On the battlefield, she was unstoppable. Lightning and fire raged at her command. Armies crumbled beneath her power. The world called her a monster, but she saw herself as a mother. And in her twisted love, the Big Mom Pirates became one of the most dangerous families the world has ever known.